today's one was very interesting, and I had personal experience in this issue, and then I decided to join today and also talk about my experience. Normally, as in I had to do this because this is something I cannot do on my channel. I can't talk about my experience on my own channel because they would watch it and then have things to say. But in my case, there is not even, I didn't meet my parents-in-law. Yeah, at the time they married me, they were late, and it was so sad. I felt bad about that. I'm not one of those daughters-in-law that used to pray that let them not meet their mothers-in-law when they marry their husbands, those kind of people. So I really wanted to meet them, but unfortunately I didn't. So in my case, it was my sister-in-law. Yeah, she was, I don't know, there's one thing, you see this statement, my brother's house. I hate that statement with a passion. As in, I do not like it when people say that. That story that you read that I said I read it yesterday. I have a feeling that it's my tribe people. I'm Igbo, actually. I have a feeling that thing is my tribe people. I might be mistaken, but I just have a strong feeling because this is the kind of things they do. Okay, so my sister-in-law now, for example, the few instances I remember when back then in Nigeria, so we would throw parties, maybe my kids' birthdays and all. So you know how when you throw a party and then you call caterers to cook, and then normally as the woman of the house or the host of the party, you should bring out some food to keep in your house, right? So that after the party is over, you have food to eat.
Yeah.
So one of those parties, I kept food in the kitchen. And then I left my kitchen open because I felt like everybody should be free. There was a lot of food outside. Do you know that at the end of the party, I went into the kitchen, all my pots were empty. Everything I reserved in the kitchen were gone. And to make matters worse, very good question. She said at the house, my sister-in-law and her cousin, they went into my kitchen. Apparently, they came prepared. They had coolers in their cars. They went into my kitchen. They packed all the food. So when they ran out of coolers, they started using my own plastic plates in the kitchen. They used everything and packed things to their house. And then maybe because people, I'm very reserved and quiet and all that. So when their brother married me, they were happy that this one is calm. We can write this one. We can do that. So I saw that thing. I was like, okay. I couldn't take it. So I talked to thank God that my husband is a very understanding person. Thank God he's not like those ones that always do what their sisters and their brothers say. He actually uses his reasons. So I told him that, see what happened though, that all the food I brought out is gone. Your sister and your cousin rather, took everything, and he was shocked. He called her immediately to ask her, say, una enter kitchen, una take food, because they speak pidgin English. They even though they're Igbo, they just love to speak pidgin. And she said yes. And then she tried to lie about it, and then she confessed that yes, she took food. And he told her that that's not right now, that you don't do things like that. And then she got angry. She didn't call me directly to say anything to me. She called my house help because she knew that my house help was the one that gave me the information, and she was shouting at her that why you tell your madam, can't I take food in my brother's house? Can't I take food in my brother's house? And that one passed. And then when I give birth, like when my mom, because then we were in Nigeria for a long time before we relocated. So whenever I give birth and my mom is not in Nigeria, she would come. So she just came twice. So one of the times that she came, her brother sent her money to go help me buy food stuff that we'll keep in the house for Omugu and all. She split the money into two. I'm very sure she did that because the food stuff she bought was very tiny. She split the money into two, used her for herself. As if that was not enough, everything she bought, she still split them into two and left tiny things for me. And then she's the kind of person that whenever she comes visiting to my house, she will pack things. She will enter the fridge and pack things and go. I will just keep quiet just for 2 days. But one day, the next party, I locked my kitchen. And then she came to ask me that, it's like you locked your kitchen. I said, yes, I locked it. Why did you lock it? Because I want to lock it. And because I want to lock it. And she was like, eh. And then in her mind, she'll be like, this girl, her eye is now tearing small. And then another thing she used to do again that used to get on my nerves, that in fact, that when I found out, it made me almost want to run mad, was the fact that whenever because then, in Nigeria now, most of us, we used to have house helps and all. So I didn't know
Yes.
that whenever she came visiting and she saw that I changed any house help I have, she will collect the house help's contact. She will collect her number, her detail. My security man, she will collect. And
Wow.
then when I was based in Nigeria, my husband was based in Europe then, so she used to come visit us. So when I found out, I was like, did she used to do that as a way of monitoring me and my activities? I don't understand. How did I find out? This is the way I found out. So um one day I had a particular help that she was a mess. She was just she had a big problem, so I had to let her go. And then when I let her, the day I told her she was going, this girl went downstairs and called my sister-in-law and told her that I said she should go. My sister-in-law called me on the phone and said, why did I say she should go? That I shouldn't let her go. And the reason why I told the girl to go was that I found out because then I was pregnant. I almost lost the baby, so I was placed on 2 weeks bed rest, strict bed rest. And then this girl used the opportunity to be sneaking men into my boys' quarters at the back. So when I
Oh
found
my.
out, I said she had to go. So I said she had to go. Then she called my sister-in-law and told her that I said she had to go. And my sister-in-law now called me and said I shouldn't let her go. Why should I tell her to go? And I asked her, why are you, number one, why do you have my house help's number? And then number two, why are you trying to tell me what to do in my house? Did you know what she did? I got very angry. After telling her off, I called my husband and told him that, see what your sister did. I don't like it. He too got mad. He was like, why? Why would she do that? He now called her and told her to remove her mouth in everything that is happening in his house. That she doesn't live with the help. She does not know what the help did. So she doesn't have any rights to tell me what to do. That if I said the help should go, the help should go. And that's how I found out that she used to collect their contacts, their numbers, to discuss what with them. I don't know. But now, like I commented in the comment section, then that's when and then she's the one that she used to do. Then every time every time she wants her children to come to my house, she would not tell me. She would call her brother and tell her brother that the children are coming for holiday. Is it not me
Oh,
you're supposed to tell? Who is this? Yes. Who is going to take care of the children when they come? Is it not the wife? So why would you
their
go
house
over
now.
the wife's head to tell your brother that your children are coming, and then next thing the children will arrive? And then I'll be like, and then I told my husband that this one is not good, though. You shouldn't be letting her do this because my husband didn't say anything wrong in that because he loves children. He just wanted his nephews and nieces to come around. But when I talked to him, he saw reason. He always sees reason. He understood my angle, and
Woman,
then he stood against me. But I was angry that she, she that is supposed to know better, she
as
didn't
a
have the
woman
sense to know that
who,
this is wrong.
who
As a
lacks
woman,
common sense, as a woman.
I'm telling you, I was so angry that you did not have the common sense to know that this is wrong. Even though her husband was late at the time, she has sisters-in-law that used to deal with her too. So I don't know if she was transferring that aggression to me as what. But I'm happy now that she knows her place because I put her in her place. There was a day she came to cause issues. Well, if I start saying this one, it's a long story, but that day, I don't even know where the words came from. I finished that with my mouth. My husband was there. At the point, she got up that she's going to slap me. And I asked her, you will slap me and I'll be looking at you slapping me.
Slap care.
You slap Because now she's about 10 years older than me or something. She said, you will slap me. She said she will beat me blue black. I said, you'll be beating me and I'll be looking at you. So
In
when
your
she got
house.
up, her brother got up. When she got up, I was sitting down calmly. She stood up like she wanted to approach me. My husband stood up and stood between me and her and told her to sit down. Go and sit down. What are you trying to do? You won't even respect me in my presence. I was just there pressing my phone. I was like, come and touch me. Just even if her brother was not there, if she touches me, as in, oh my God. Now, she now has sense. Now, after that time, whenever she came to my house, before she goes to the field, she will ask me, can I go and take a drink? Can I take water? I'll say, yes, you can go. I
Can
said,
I
yes,
take
you
what?
can go and take. Can I take Yeah, because
Human being
sometimes
will
you
not get
just need
sense. You
to
will be trained. You will be trained. Since you know what gets sex boundaries.
Yeah.
They
Yeah.
will you. You are, I go
yeah.
on. God
And
of
they
this.
should be calling. They
Yeah.
should be calling. Can I visit? Can I come
Can
over?
I?
Yes.
That's the
The
first
one that
step.
the very first time I had a CS, yeah, my first baby, when I had it, no, I think my third baby, yeah, the very first time I had a CS When the doctors told me it was going to be a CS, I had never had a CS before. I was scared and everything. And my mom was not in the country. No, my mom was around. And then my mom was already going to come for Omugo. And she now said she also wanted to come with her children. And I told her that and I was not rude. I was not rude. And this happened before we had the altercation. I was not rude about it because I'm not a rude person. I just told her, I explained to her that her brother was not in the country. I explained to her that please, that this is my very first operation in my life. I don't know how it's going to be like, and I'm very sure I'm going to need peace and quiet to recover, because I know that when the children come around, it's going to be very noisy. So I begged her that please, can we leave this holiday till, that was during Easter. So I told her, can we leave it till the long vacation? Then the children can come. By that time, I'll be fully recovered and I'll be able to give them attention. This woman got angry that I refused her. I said, because I said she should not come. She now called her brother that, how can I say she should not come? How can I say she should not come? Finally, her brother said, yeah, that he sees reasons with me that she should not come. She got angry. Do you know that when I had that baby, she did not set foot at the hospital? When we came home, she did not come to the house. Her first time coming to see that baby was 6 months old. I didn't even care.
Yeah.
I didn't even care. I was like,
yeah, you don't need them. You don't need her. You didn't need her. Yeah. Yeah.
I was like, anyway, no one, as long as because I'm like, how can you? My mom is already here for Mugo. You want to come and then you want to bring children? Let them come and be making noise while somebody is recovering from a very painful major abdominal surgery. I explained to her, hoping she would see reasons. She didn't see reasons. She wanted to now put problem between me and my husband. So that day we had that altercation. I reminded her of that time, that this thing you did, that it's going to be hard for me to forget that thing. I will forgive you, but it will be hard for me to forget it.
Yeah.
Anyway, I just said let me call in for the very first time and share my experience with you guys.
That's what, thanks so much.